is required. Okay, so to become a design engineer, normally when you go for an interview or when you apply for an interview, you need to have worked on some automotive projects. So here in this case, we have taken a front bumper. Okay, so if you're applying for a plastic trims design engineer, so normally we are here for like we are remastering a front bumper. So you should have worked on these kind of projects, a front bumper project. So you should have worked on some BAW brackets, reinforcements. So this will help you when you work on this kind of industrial projects. You will understand what will be your actual work. Okay, so when you are selected as a design engineer or if you go for an interview, these will be the tool tests which will be given to you. And this is how we can support you. So what we do is as a design houses, we can give you projects on automotive design, on B pillar, on BAW brackets, trims. See, normally a lot of people you have seen, or like previously, there was a person who asked, "Sir, I know MX, I know CATIA V5, I know plastic design, I know BAW design, but I'm struggling to get a job in the industry." The reason is the problem is what most people do is they start learning something from YouTube, or they just follow they blindly follow the steps. So they don't understand. So for example, if I'm going to space here, like if I'm having a blank here, okay, so why I'm giving this like the hole here? What is the usage of this? Okay, so what is the requirement of a stiffener here? Why do I have a stiffener here, a rib here? What is the purpose of having the stiffener? So my question would be like, if I'm interviewing, you have made this part. Okay, why did you give a stiffener here? Why did you give a space here? Okay, what is the maximum size of the hole here? What is the distance between the hole and the edge here? So most of the questions would not be answered by the person. Okay, they'll be blindly understand following the steps, but you should understand why you need to have a different draft angle here. Why you need to have give a what is the minimum radius here? What should be the minimum flange length here? So these are the questions that would be expected from a fresher. So you should be able to answer that properly. So these are BAW brackets. So again, these are angle brackets. So this is a punch here. Okay, so we have punched here. So what is the depth of the punch? What is the maximum depth of the punch we can give here? What is the least depth we can give here? This is actually a door latch. So a door latch, how to create a door latch. So these are actually projects which are completed by our students. So there's a question like from, so if you have worked on these kind of projects, you can easily get into automotive design. So this is actually the master section that I was talking about. So normally, like the third kind of tool test when you go for any interview would be a master section. So they will give you only this master section, the yellow line, right? What the yellow line you see here would be the input given to you. The input would be the blue color part as well as this white color master section. Where like using this white color master section, you will have to create this gray part. The gray part is based on the master section given in the white color as well as the yellow color part. So using this two master section, you'll have to create the yellow color part, which is going to be the tool test. So the input file will be this file, and this gray part is going to be the output file, which is expected in the interview. And this is going to be the instruction will be given like this. When you go for any tool test, the instruction, if you are going for any interview, this is how, see, normally this will be asked for a minimum 2 year experience person. So freshers need not expect this, but few companies like HCL, they give this kind of tool test for even for freshers. Now, again, this is the master section. The green is the master section. Okay, and this is the surrounding part. These two gray parts are the surrounding part. You have to create this blue part. This blue part should be created from this master section given to you. So this is what we will be learning. Okay, so to become an automotive design engineer, this is how we will be able to support you. So we will teach you on remastering, we'll teach you class A to class B conversion, we'll teach you how to create the engineering features on the class B surface, we'll teach you how to do patchwork. So when you're going for any tool test, they'll give a blank here and you'll have to complete that patch. You'll have to fill the patch, which is really very, very tough, more tough compared to remastering and more tough compared to class A to class B conversion. Patchwork is another tool test. And finally, working on with master sections. So we'll teach you in all this so that if you go for any a tool test with any automotive companies, you'll be able to clear that interview. And not only that, so when you start doing this, you'll also work on our project reports. So normally our students will be working on reports like this. Okay. So this is actually a plastic trim report. So they from given to you, what is the name of the project? So step-by-step methodology, how you have created the component, step-by-step methodology. And finally, this is what the interviewers will look for, your specification tree. So we will look whether your specification tree has any commands like fill or extract. If you have any commands like fill or extract, your tool test will be rejected. Your profile will be rejected. Then second, are you ordering everything properly within the correct geometric sets? So if this will be done separately, the upper body will be done separately. So every features will have its separate geometric set. So this is what we will expect. Look, then the completion rate. How what is the completion rate? How fast you have completed the model? This will all they will be taken care when during your evaluation, tool test evaluation. So that's why whenever we are interviewing 100 candidates, we select only two candidates because only these two candidates will pass these kind of tool test. The remaining 90 candidates, they don't pass the tool test. So when we are going to teach you this, you will be able to clear any kind of tool test.